And this is look, I said before, the big talented man will always beat the small talented fighter.
The potential showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford has become one of the most talked about matchups in boxing. Both fighters have expressed interest in facing off, with Crawford particularly eager to move up in weight and challenge Canelo on his terms.
I'll be going for, but you know, if he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I mean, I don't know if he gonna win or lose.
Although Canelo was initially dismissive of the idea, claiming that beating Crawford wouldn't elevate his legacy much, he has recently shown more openness to considering serious offers. With both fighters looking for high-profile opponents and no major fights lined up, the odds of this bout taking place in 2025 have grown. Even Oscar de la Hoya, despite his rocky relationship with Canelo, has shared his thoughts on the potential clash between the Mexican champion and Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford says he wants to fight Canelo. He's changed his tune. He said he's willing to move up 3 weight divisions. To me, that's kind of crazy, but that just shows you, like, man, the dog that's in Terence Crawford.
De la Hoya asserts that he is unbiased in his view on this potential fight. He strongly believes that Canelo's superior size and power would give him a clear edge over Crawford at 154 pounds. Crawford didn't look particularly dangerous against a strong opponent, so imagine Canelo as the bigger and stronger fighter. It's almost a one-sided contest. When has a smaller, skilled fighter ever defeated a bigger, skilled one? It's extremely rare, De La Hoya said during an interview with Fight Hub TV. Crawford, known for his exceptional technique and punching power, would face a significant physical challenge against Canelo.
Terence Crawford will beat Canelo anytime. Anytime.
While some experts argue that Crawford's skills could allow him to compete with Canelo, the size and power difference could heavily influence the outcome. The future of this potential fight remains unclear as both fighters have existing obligations. Any agreement would depend on several factors, such as contract negotiations and strategic decisions from both camps. Few fighters have faced both Canelo and Crawford in the ring, but Amir Khan, who has been stopped by both, is one of the few. Khan has already shared his thoughts on how a Crawford-Canelo match could play out.
What do I think of that fight?
Yeah.
I think that, everybody knows that Crawford got the skills. I do think that Canelo's a little big for Crawford.
Several fighters, including those who've sparred with both Canelo and Crawford, have weighed in on the possible bout. Middleweight contender Jaron Davis, who also fought Canelo's rival David Benavidez in November 2021, has sparred with both men. Davis believes Crawford would face a tough challenge, favoring Alvarez to win. Canelo is a big guy, it's going to be a lot for Crawford. He can take a punch, so I don't think Crawford can hurt him with just one shot. Maybe he could land some body shots or cause some trouble there, Davis explained.
A lot to get that victory based on, size alone. Not that size wins fights, but you got a guy that got size and skill.
Davis added, Crawford will need to land solid punches and focus on the body, but it will be a difficult task. Canelo is a complete fighter, capable of setting traps. Boxing is never easy, but if I had to bet, I'd pick Canelo. He's a great fighter. Could he stop Crawford? I think one punch could do it. David Benavidez has also shared his views on a potential Canelo-Crawford fight.
Throwing his hat in to want to fight Canelo at 168.
I mean, everybody wants to fight Canelo. It's a money fight, you know what I mean? I think even Inoue would come up to fight Canelo. Canelo wanted to fight him. I mean, I don't want to see Crawford to fight Canelo.
Crawford recently moved up to the 154-pound division and won the WBO interim super welterweight title with an undefeated record of 40-0. Meanwhile, Canelo, considered one of the best fighters of the modern era, boasts a 1st of February 62 professional record and recently defeated Edgar Molino at super middleweight. Benavidez praised Crawford's technique but questioned whether his power would carry up to face Canelo. Crawford would need to move up 2 more weight divisions to fight Canelo.
But I'm not saying it wouldn't be a great fight. It would be a great fight, but I feel like if I deserve my opportunity. And after this fight, what else are you going to say?
Benavidez commented, Crawford is one of the best technical fighters I've seen. When he moved up to 154, he didn't show the same power he had at 147. He'd still need to move up 2 or 3 more weight classes. Crawford is a special fighter, but weight classes matter. I'd give Canelo the edge. Benavidez, who has fought mostly at 147 pounds, would have to bulk up significantly to face Canelo at super middleweight.
And this is a tough fight. You know, the top WBC, the top people ranked at WBC are fighting each other. So I mean, it should be an easy call. If I can't get those fights, then I'll go up to fight Bivol, or I'll go try to, you know, I set my conquest on 175.
The boxing world is eagerly anticipating the potential showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. After his dominant win over Errol Spence Jr., Crawford has openly stated that he wants to face the Mexican champion. Moving up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo would be a monumental challenge for Crawford, but it's one that has captured the imaginations of boxing fans. Demetrius Andrade, a former super middleweight world champion, also shared his thoughts on the potential matchup.
Just too much overall. Like, is that kind of the same thing with the Crawford and Canelo because of the weight classes, the weight between them?
Yeah, I believe so.
Andrade expressed admiration for Crawford's skill but acknowledged Canelo's size advantage. Canelo is a big guy who can go all night. Crawford has the skills, but avoiding Canelo's powerful punches will be tough. Canelo is agile and not robotic. It's going to be a tough challenge for Crawford, Andrade said in an interview with Fight Hub TV.
I love Crawford. He's a good friend. You know, we reach out to each other. We've been travel the world through the amateur program. He see me beat people up. I see him beat people up. He see me get beat up. I got beat up. We both.
Andrade further stated, "I don't think Crawford can beat Canelo, but I still believe he can make it a good fight. I'll be rooting for Canelo, but Crawford will give him a challenge." Others believe Crawford's skill set might be enough to overcome the weight difference and pose a real threat to Canelo.
Crawford wanting to fight Canelo 3 divisions up. Good idea, bad idea?
I don't remember sizes of Terence Crawford.
Welterweight.
If he big, actually.
Maybe he's probably...
Dmitry Bivol, a highly skilled fighter, commented on the potential battle between Canelo and Crawford. "Crawford is one of my favorite active fighters. He's incredibly skilled, but I still think Canelo's size gives him the advantage. Weight classes are important, but Crawford has the boxing IQ to make it interesting," Bivol said.
I came to the boxing gym, one of the first lessons which I should learn, it's like, you should respect weight classes. You know, yeah, what it means. But Terence Crawford now is my...
Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley Jr. sided with Crawford in a potential matchup, arguing that weight shouldn't be a deterrent. Crawford is great at adjusting. Canelo has struggled to stop fighters like Dmitry Bivol and Gennady Golovkin. Crawford knows how to figure things out in the ring, Bradley said on his YouTube channel.
I don't know, someone told me to study Canelo, study Crawford. Crawford about to beat the shit out of Canelo Alvarez. I'm letting y'all know right now, he about to beat the brakes off of Canelo.
Bradley continued, pointing out Crawford's longer reach and ability to limit his opponent's output with his counterpunching. He believes Crawford could win a decision by keeping Canelo at a distance and tiring him out over time. Don't count Crawford out. His boxing IQ is off the charts, Bradley added.
Yes, he is. Number 2, Devin Haney. You want to get back, man, go back to your roots, bro. Go back to where you started.
Bradley also dismissed any notion of Canelo knocking out Crawford, referencing past fights where Canelo failed to secure a knockout despite facing opponents with lower skill levels. Crawford is too skilled to be easily knocked out. He knows how to figure out great fighters, Bradley said.
Where'd you start? You started in Mexico, man. Go back, get one of those guys out of there, man. Go back, start there. That's where you start. Go back to your roots, bro. Get some of that humble pie, bro. Go back, start where you started. Start where you started at.
Bradley, confident in his analysis, reiterated his belief in Crawford's ability to win, despite the challenges posed by Canelo's size and power. "I'm not going against Crawford," he concluded, sipping his drink.
Just with Canelo, obviously, he had his fight with Edgar Berlanga announced recently. Not received necessarily a positive outcome and reaction he'd have liked. What did you make of the Canelo Berlanga?
Crawford's rise to 4-division champion has cemented his place among the best fighters today, while Canelo, after securing the undisputed super middleweight title, has shown he remains a force to be reckoned with. Legendary trainer Teddy Atlas shared his thoughts, emphasizing Crawford's willingness to take on such a difficult challenge.
Listen, I think Belanga's a talented kid who's getting better. He's improved recently. I think he still needs more seasoning, but I see an improvement in him. He is.
Atlas acknowledged Canelo's strength, but praised Crawford's ability to come up with game plans that would neutralize his opponent's size advantage. Crawford has all the tools to win. He can beat Canelo if anyone can, said Atlas. Regarding other developments in the boxing world, trainer McIntyre shared his thoughts on several upcoming fights, including the potential showdown between Tszyu and Thurman. I think Tszyu has the momentum going into that fight, McIntyre said. It's going to be an exciting contest. McIntyre added, Tsyu's got the momentum right now. Thurman is a great fighter, but Tsyu's younger and more active. McIntyre expressed high hopes for his fighter, Kate Davis, noting that he's on the path to greatness.
Is Crawford coming back? What are the plans for him?
I think he's injured now. We are planning to have something with him. I will discuss with him maybe in January. I see him last week in Hamburg. He said he's have a little injured.
He's got the energy, the drive, and the right mindset to achieve big things in boxing, McIntyre said of Davis. He's ready to take the next step and keep building.
Rehab now and training again. And we hope to... he's one of our plan to...
Crawford's trainer, Robert Garcia, confirmed that Crawford only wants to fight Canelo or retire. Even Crawford's representative, Alec, agreed that a fight with Canelo is Crawford's top priority.
Fight. The goal, obviously, is a Canelo fight for him, right?
We hope. He wants this fight. And why not?
You and Canelo, I know you guys are working towards...
David Benavidez, who is eager for a fight with Canelo, weighed in on the Crawford-Canelo matchup. Crawford is one of the best technical fighters, but I give Canelo the edge, Benavidez said, acknowledging Crawford's skills while emphasizing the challenge of moving up in weight.